Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and it's a glorious time for competitive Overwatch because Season 14 is finally among us, which means it's a new opportunity for us to go back in competitive and a new opportunity for us to get disappointed because it's competitive. People still don't realize that's a team-based game, not a you-based game. Now, every single time there's a new competitive season, I always make a video letting you guys know of some of the best heroes to use for that current competitive season, either because they just recently got a new buff, maybe because their counters got nerfed, it's usually because of those two, or maybe it's just simply because people are sleeping on that hero and they don't realize the power and potential for that hero. And that's exactly why I'm going to be kind of changing up the format of this video. Previously, what I would do is I would pick 2 DPS heroes or 2 damage heroes, 1 tank and 1 support. However, now I'm also going to be picking 2 additional sleeper DPS heroes, 1 sleeper tank and 1 sleeper support. And what I mean by like a sleeper DPS or just a sleeper pick is that people are literally sleeping on that hero. They're not realizing the power, potential, and what that hero can bring to a competitive roster. Whereas if I make a video explaining why that hero will be a decent pick in Season 14, then I feel like people will be, 1, more welcoming of that hero in their composition, and 2, people won't be so afraid to play that hero. Again, these aren't heroes that are the most meta hero, are a little bit more niche, but because they are so niche, they can be a lot better of a pick than just say a safe pick that I would normally list. So let's get the video started. The first set of heroes that we're going to be looking at are going to be the 2 damage dealing heroes. These are going to be consistent picks, these are going to be safe picks, these are going to be picks that pretty much everyone's going to be playing 100% of the time, all because of how they're built. The first damage dealing hero is gonna be McCree. This is the safest pick, but also probably the greatest damage dealing hero that you can ever play in Season 14. He's always been good. There's not really ever been a time where you didn't really need a McCree, maybe like during the Bastion meta or maybe now with Goats. And also, just a reminder, Goats is still good, but McCree, he's solid all on its own. And just now recently, he just got a buff to his secondary fire to his Fan the Hammer ability from 40 damage per shots to 50 damage per shots. That means he's able to shred through Reaper, shred through Doomfist, shred through Mei, all being 250 HP heroes, along with being able to obviously pop shot tracers and obviously able to get soldiers and just a lot of other heroes. If you're able to hit your shots, you're going to be able to have the most heaviest, consistent damage out of all the damage dealing heroes. Obviously, McCree's biggest weakness, his downfall, is going to be his lack of mobility. Yes, you do have your combat roll, but I don't really consider that to be his biggest form of movement, even though that is his best form of movement. But if you're able to figure out the high grounds and where you're going to be able to get supported, where you're going to be able to run away to get protection, now all his quote-unquote weaknesses are pushed to the side because now you're going to be able to get protection or at least supported. So that's why I think McCree is going to be just the best hero in Season 14. I'm going to say it right now. Heck, even if he's not the greatest, like the greatest hero in Season 14, it's going to be a safe pick. No one's ever going to tell you, oh, get off McCree. No, because they probably want a McCree. They want that heavy DPS. And the other damage dealing hero that is going to be consistent, that is going to be great in Season 14, some might say is a sleeper pick. I don't think so. This is Ashe, okay? Now, while McCree is going to be way better than Ashe, all because, well, McCree is able to win close and long range fights, maybe not against Ashe or Widowmaker, Ashe is going to be able to burn through tanks, shred through people like Roadhog or Winston, and also be that mobile McCree. Yes, McCree might be a consistent heavy DPS hero, but he does lack that mobility like I mentioned before, where Ashe, she's able to get on those high grounds, but if she's getting dove by the Winston, dove by the Diva or whatnot, she's going to be able to get out of there and not die, where McCree, he's going to have a little bit of trouble. Plus, on top of that, she can be the Reaper, and a lot of people might look at me funny when I say that she is a tank buster, but it's all because she has really quick DPS along with the TNT and shred through these tanks just like how Reaper is, just without the harmful playstyle that Reaper always has to have. Plus, come on now, you get a 7th man with Thick Boy Bob. Why wouldn't you want to run an Ashe? So I don't think I need to explain any more further on why you should be running Ashe. You get great, consistent, heavy DPS with a mobile hero, along with a better ultimate, definitely than Deadeye, but also better than half of the damage dealing heroes. Is it the best ultimate? Definitely not, but it's a 7th man that can possibly win you a lot of of fights or at least stall out on point. But now we're on to the damage dealing heroes that are going to be sleeper picks. These aren't picks that are going to be the most meta. These aren't going to be picks that are going to be the most consistent. But if you're good with these heroes, obviously you have to be good with the hero, and if your team's willing to work with the hero, willing to work with the strengths, you're going to be able to demolish enemy team compositions, all because they don't know how to deal with you. The first sleeper pick that I've been saying is the most underrated hero in the whole damage dealing category is going to be Sombra. All because nobody does what Sombra does. Bring down abilities. Make sure the enemy doesn't have their passive abilities, like the wall riding ability with Lucio and Genji. She does so much that so many heroes value in their toolkit that once you take it away for a split second, and if your team's able to dive that specific hero, say the Reinhardt, say the Lucio or Genji, whatnot, they're going to be wondering, guys, what do we do? I don't know what to do. This freaking Sombra, she keeps saying, that is what you're trying to go for when you pick with Sombra. Again, it is very niche because, well, your whole thing here isn't necessarily to get kills, but to bring down abilities of heroes that rely on it so much. And then get the kill. With Sombra, you hack them, but then you get support from your team to get the kill. And the last damage dealing sleeper pick that some people might raise their eyebrows at is gonna be Bastion. So the first thing I want to mention, okay, just hear me out throughout this whole entire part, is that he just now recently got buffs. So now he's a better hero all on its own. He's able to fire a lot more bullets because they increased his ammo from 25 to 35, plus his bullet spread decreased by 33%. So even if you're not even running the pirate comp, which is still a good comp to run, so that in itself is a big reason why you should be running Bastion, because it shreds through so many teams that aren't willing to focus the Bastion. So many times have I lost the game because people aren't willing to just focus the Bastion. By himself, he's a little bit better. Now, yes, because he's a stationary hero, he's so easy to focus if he doesn't have any protection, but just like Sombra, the niche situation here is pirate ship. You have to be willing to work together, and I can't believe that that's a niche situation where the team's willing to work around the Bastion. But by himself, he's kind of like a hero that if you're able to survive by yourself, you can get a lot of enemy teams angry because you're not dying. You're just simply not dying. And now you're able to get more consistent kills because the spread decreased by 33%. Now on to the tanks. This is another reason why I changed the format, because Zarya is going to be the most consistent meta tank in Season 14. And it's been like that for the past 3 seasons. And I hate the fact that I always list Zarya, but not only do you get the best ultimate in the game, a big reason why you want to run Zarya on 2 CP is because of Graviton and a DPS ult, but also because of the potential high DPS that you get from your bubbles. On top of that, protection from the bubbles when you're pocketing the Genji, the Winston, the diving deep, whoever is going to be diving, you can protect them. Plus, also, if you're running goats, it goes great with the Brigitte ultimate. So just a quick reason why you want to play Zarya, but the sleeper tank pick that a lot of people are kind of slowly realizing has great potential is gonna be Hammond. Paired up with the Zarya, this is an unstoppable dive composition, all because of 1, you get protection from the Zarya bubble, assuming that you do have the Zarya on your team, but 2, you also get added protection because of the shield that you get every single time that you dive the enemy back line, assuming that there's a bunch of heroes around you. Hammond does not die, assuming that you're able to get the shield off in time. Now, if the team is willing to focus you, then yes, maybe. But a good Hammond is going to be able to recognize, okay, I do not want to dive right now because the Mei is going to stop me, the Symmetra is going to stop me, the Ana is going to sleep me. But if you're able to recognize when to dive in and also when to use your ultimate, this is going to be a tank that not a lot of people have dealt with in the past that are going to get frustrated because it's just dive, 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 dive. Hammond, stop diving. Why do you keep diving me? Stop. And then you just blow up from the mines that he consistently gets quick enough. So that's why I think Hammond is going to be a great pick in Season 14, is that he causes a lot of frustration that teams don't know how to deal with, and he's also a great divey tank that has a quick exit route, whereas Winston, yeah, he has to wait a couple of seconds to be able to jump out of there, where Hammond, he has his grapple hook, he can get back to the point fast, he's a quick diving tank, where Winston, he's more or less a consistent diving tank, if that makes sense. Plus, Hammond has high DPS potential with his turrets. I feel like there's just a lot more potential with the dive comp with Hammond than there is Winston. Hammond has more protection, more exit abilities or exit strategies, and higher DPS than Winston. Winston, people are just used to Winston. But now let's talk about the most meta healers for Season 14. So the best healer that you want to use in Season 14, it's pretty obvious, it's going to be Moira. So just as a healer by herself, she is the best healer when compared to heroes like Mercy or Zenyatta or even Ana, all because she's able to heal multiple people at any given time, where those heroes, they have to just heal one at a time. Okay, Pop Shot with Ana. Okay, Mercy. Slow but very consistent healers. But with Moira, she's able just to pee on all these big heavy tanks, pee on all these squishies really, really quick. On top of that, that builds her ultimate so quick to the point where she's able to get her ultimate in the first team fight. I've had it where I just build my ultimate so quick that it's like, guys, let's just go in with my ultimate, Kame, and you're able to take the point, you're able to win the fight, whatever the case may be. That is why you want to run Moira, and that is why she is broken compared to some of these other healers, because she heals so quick, can heal multiple people, and it lingers over time. On top of that, she's also a great DPS hero. She's able to get the Lucio, get the Genji, get the, I don't know, the soldier on top with her damage dealing ball. She has so much value as a hero that compared to these other healers, why even consider it? And that's why she's broken. I'm not saying that's the most amazing thing. I'm just giving it like how it is. Yes, healers like Ana and Mercy and Lucio all have their spot. It's not like they're totally overshadowed, but the way that I see it is that you just get way more value out of Moira. Yes, it sucks that you don't get as much value compared to these other healers, even though you still do get value. I'm not saying that the res isn't valuable or the anti-grenade isn't, but the fact that you're able to heal multiple aggressive teammates is great. You're able to get your ultimate, it's great. Oh my god, Moira is just so broken. But a sleeper healer that you should also consider, even though you should strongly consider Moira, is Brigitte. It seems weird that she's a sleeper pick, but because she got nerfed, a lot of people are going to disregard her. People are going to think that, oh, she's not great, she sucks now. No, she's freaking balanced, y'all, but she's still great as a healer. As a DPS hero, yes, she might not be that great, but as a healer, she is a whole lot better, to the point where you don't need to run her as a third healer and a DPS hero. No, she can be a secondary healer. Plus, on top of that, armor packs are fantastic. Plus, on top of that, the rally ability is amazing. You know, maybe people don't really see her as a sleeper pick. Maybe they still see her as that OP hero. But again, Moira took the spot as the best healer in my eyes. And since Brigitte did get nerfed, I really just want to mention that, yes, she might be a little bit more worse, but she's still amazing. So don't forget about Brigitte. Armor's fantastic. Ultimate's great. She's a decent DPS hero, but is a lot better of a healer. And those are my picks for Season 14. Meta picks and sleeper picks. Please consider some of these sleeper picks and don't disregard them, because I guarantee you there's going to be a game where Bastion shreds you or a Brigitte comes back and still demolishes you. Season 14 is going to be interesting. Will Goats run rapid? We'll just have to see. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. I'm going to end the video. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.